Let's continue with our introduction of root cause analysis in WATS. Using the suggestion given by WATS Alva as a starting point, we can drill down to other reports to help narrow down the root cause. The most common method is to drill down to test step analysis, or bypassing that step by going straight to analyzing the 10 most failing steps of this part number and process. Let's drill down to test step analysis for now, and then we'll have a look at individual step details afterwards. So, we drill down, it automatically applies the part number and process, and we choose one or more software version of this test sequence to include in our analysis. Hitting apply then brings up all the data and individual test steps that matches our search. Each row represents a specific test step with metrics like the number of times the step caused UUT failure, CPK values, average step time, if WATS Alva has identified deviations, and much more. In fact, just like with any other report grid in WATS, you can add a number of different columns for more details and to make it easier to sort and group the data. For example, I can add a column for step type and filter for a specific kind of step. And let's sort this by UUT failures as well. Beyond filtering, sorting, and grouping, test step analysis also comes with a few graphs that highlight some of the steps that might be of interest. This includes a Pareto chart of the 10 steps causing the most failures, a column chart displaying the 10 steps with the lowest CPK, a column chart displaying the 10 steps with the highest step time, and an identical chart excluding all steps with failures. To select and analyze a specific step using step details, drill down from any of these graphs, or select one or more steps from the list. Now, onto step details. It offers multiple views for analysis of one or more test step to help identify trends, correlations, and deviations. This header up top indicates what step or steps you are analyzing, how many individual measurements are currently included in the analysis, and allows you to specify what data to include. For example, to look at first run only and past measurements only. We are currently looking at the overview view, and additional views can be found in the sidebar here. But let's start with the most essential view that appear when opening step details, and more specifically, this aggregated chart and this measurements chart. The aggregated chart displays all measurements executed within the period range defined in your filter, aggregated by a time granularity of your choosing. For each day, in this case, we can see the number of failures, the max, min, and average measurement, and CPK. The green slider above the chart marks the measurements currently being analyzed and can be altered. The included measurements will then display underneath as individual points in the measurements chart, along with the high and the low limit, plus minus 3 sigma, and the average. The data is also displayed as a histogram to the right of this chart. For root cause analysis, the first thing I typically do is ask WATS Alva for suggestions on how to group the data based on deviations. If I group the data by fixture ID as suggested here, it reveals that it is quite possibly the root cause of our failures. Beyond this, step details provides many more options for analysis. For example, box plots of the data, here grouped by fixture ID, and of course the additional views found in the sidebar, like the workbench, an enhanced version of the measurements chart, the step comparison view designed to analyze the correlation between two step measurements, and the step chart for analyzing chart data. To learn more about step details and test step analysis as a whole, please check out the dedicated webinar.